36.
Okay.
It is.
Two, Laura.
Oh,
Yeah.
Laura, 36.
Rachel, 10.
Trudy, 10.
John, 36.
Felix, 8.
Peyton, 12. Kind of for us, we are out of the baby stage, and we wanted to grow our family, but didn't want to do babies again, and so we settled on older kids. Also, knowing that there's older kids are at much higher risk of what we call aging out. Means they get to a certain point that they're no longer adoptable, and so more or less they're orphans their entire life. And so we had set our ages, 3 being the youngest, up until Peyton's age at that time. And we wanted to adopt from somewhere that really had no system like we have in the United States here. We have, as you know, CHIPS, we have foster care, we have Medicaid. That, of course, those aren't ideal, but at least we have that here in the United States. And Ghana doesn't have a system like that. If you're an orphan, then you are legitimately on your own unless you're taken in somewhere. And fortunately, our kids had been in an orphanage, a good one, and it took us about 2 years to finally get them home. And sometimes it really feels almost, to me, sometimes selfish, because we get so many blessings from them. Like all these firsts that they've gotten experience this year have been so entertaining, and I'll go as far as saying more entertaining than our homegrown kids get to do things for the first time, because they speak and can tell us, oh, I really enjoy this, and why they enjoy it. So it's been such a fun roller coaster of a blessing year for us. Yeah. Well, we went and cut down our first Christmas tree together, and we got off the hay wagon, and all the kids ran off into the field, and about 30 seconds in, we realized we were missing Felix. And our comical one here, he had gosh, I don't know, how far away had he run, John?
He had probably run about like quarter mile away.
Yes. And we all start yelling, Felix, where are you? Felix!
We just hear him in the distance.
What? And he's, I found it!
And they get excited about mail.
Yes, mail, Christmas mail, yeah. And anyway, so we ended up cutting down the tree, and on the way back, they would ask things like, so we are going to have a tree in our house. And we still kind of ask that, and now they're used to the tree, but it was definitely a new thing for them.
Yeah, we got to cut it down.
Yeah, everybody got to saw it.
No, Peyton?
Yeah, everybody got to give a little cut.
Daddy?
Peyton doing the most.
So then you tied the tree to the top of the car, or?
He did.
Yeah? And drove home with the tree. What did you think about the tree being on top of the car? Wasn't that really weird?
Were you worried about how fast
Not
Mommy
weird.
was going to drive? If it was going to fly off?
Why was it not weird? Were you worried it was going to blow off? Why? Because your dad tied it up there very strong.
Okay, so what's the deal with the elf?
The F watch us if we are being good or bad.
Okay, and then what do you have to do? Does it like move every night, or?
Yes. Yeah, move it.
Oh, okay, so he moves around
Yes.
so that you know that he's in different areas of the house and he can see everything, right? What's he do? Does he report back to Santa?
Yes.
Tell Santa whether or not you guys been good or bad?
Yes.
All right, well, let's go see if we can find the elf.
I know where the elf is. Find it.
Yeah, he's in there.
I didn't find cutie.
I know, Cutie's in here. I found Cutie.
This cutie.
Found it?
Never find you.
Oh, look.
Oh, touch him.
He's up there hiding.
But it's just that we're all here, and we're not traveling, we're not thousands of miles away and disconnected. So we'll finally have our family of 7 all together for this holiday, and that's what I'm looking forward to, and I know the kids are too. And you know, it's nice to be able to provide our kids with of sorts an American Christmas with respect to presents under a tree in the house, lights, and Santa Claus, and the mystery that is of a bearded man coming down your fireplace, and are we going to turn the fire on or not? I mean, that's magical in itself, but it's that that time, that special time, that we're wanting to build memories for them to realize that it's about being with family, it's about receiving, it's about giving, and I don't know, I'm looking forward to it very much so.